Yeah, we don't want to talk about it. We're gonna get through this. That's tough because
No procedure. Regarding the stuff. And I'm giving you whatever it is happening in the you say hi to you and also come in Dubai. And if there is anything from Dubai police, we are happy to see you.
you know what happened. You know how playing with you.
And then the empire collapses. A leaked secret tape may be the last straw for Floyd Money Mayweather, the man who flaunted jets, Bugattis, and $100,000 shopping sprees. He was exposed for what may have been the biggest scam of his career, with $600 million in fraud charges and, to top it all off, his voice on tape describing a plan to flee before the feds could hand him down.
Anybody know about business, you don't keep that type of money in just regular account. So I had to wire the money from somewhere. Okay. So I wired the money to the account, and when I wired it to the account, it went straight to the bank. I go to the bank myself to make sure shit get done. Because the thing is this, I can't make all the money unless somebody else do all the dictating and do all the controlling.
Let's examine the tape, the lies, the scams, the luxury, the Dubai refuge, and how the supposedly richest boxer in the world may have been lying all along.
Does it always come to money?
Why not? I mean, everything you got on costs money. Everything you do costs money.
Is that how you measure your success?
No. Me, I'm loyal and honest. And I'm a good person. And I call a spade a spade. Money don't make me, I make money. Without money, I'd be the same person.
It all begins with a voice recording that went viral online like a nuclear bomb. On the tape, a voice that uncannily resembles Floyd's is heard mentioning moving the remaining funds offshore and chatting about leaving before they arrive. The recording was purportedly made in a Dubai hotel suite. The audio shows that Floyd was aware of what was going to happen and wasn't taken off guard. He was preparing to go, but why? Because this wasn't a minor legal matter. Rather, it was going to turn into a federal takedown over a string of frauds worth $600 million. Let's begin with one of Floyd's most well-known actions, the cryptocurrency scam in 2018. Floyd was promoting a dubious cryptocurrency called Centra Tech by posting on Instagram with the caption, "You can call me Floyd Crypto Mayweather from now on." It turns out that Centra Tech was a completely fraudulent initial coin offering, ICO, with phony licenses, teams, and products. The founders were arrested and charged with fraud, and Floyd was fined by the SEC and prohibited from promoting securities for 3 years after being revealed to be nothing more than a celebrity pawn in a larger scam act.
And everybody in the crypto world is competing with one another. Whereas I feel like everybody should be able to choose what they want to choose and go with who they want to go with. I think everybody should work together. And what I always did was I believed in myself. Before anybody else believed in me, I believed in myself.
That wasn't just bad PR. It was federal heat. Now, let's go back to 2015, when Floyd had just made what he claimed was $300 million fighting Manny Pacquiao, the richest athlete in the world. However, the very next year, despite his claims that he was swimming in cash, Floyd begged the IRS to postpone his tax payments, filing court documents requesting a payment plan and stating that he couldn't pay off his 2015 taxes until after he was paid for the Conor McGregor fight in 2017.
At one point, you were getting celebrity endorsements. One was DJ Khaled, hilarious, and Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah.
And he posted on his Instagram him taking this what do you call it? The Centra card?
Centra card.
The
Yeah,
Centra cards. And going and purchasing something with his Bitcoin at a store.
Yeah.
He did that knowing that it didn't work.
Floyd Mayweather doesn't know anything that's going on, really. So, like, what
Well, we all know that.
Yeah.
The guy can't read, you know.
Yeah.
How much did you guys pay him?
Like $1 million.
He took that knowing or not caring if it worked?
It was just knowing, not knowing, right? Like, they didn't care. He does a million promotions like that. It was basically, you speak to his manager.
Yeah.
He's like, this is Floyd's price. You send the money over.
Yeah.
The manager makes his little cut from it.
Mm-hmm.
And he just says, what do you want me to say? And what do you want me to do?
Okay.
Right. And you just basically give him his script and he just does.
Make sense of it. This man had financial difficulties even at his purported height. In 2024, according to the New York Post, Floyd's name reappeared, this time in a full-fledged Manhattan real estate scam in Upper Manhattan. Mayweather allegedly spent $42 million on a real estate power move that included 62 multifamily buildings with over 1,000 units, all allegedly in his name and with Floyd as his only business partner or investor.
How does that guy not pay taxes? How do the people around him, how do the lawyers that I'm sure that he employs, the financial people that are probably running his life, telling him to stop spending $1 million a day, how do they not deal with his taxes?
Well, listen, he apparently had a tough time reading the thing, as they say. Like, he didn't know what he couldn't read, like,
that's BS.
Something.
That is BS.
They said something.
Time
like
out.
that.
He is paying. I'm sure he's got a litany of people in his world.
I happen to agree.
Financial management people.
You think so?
How long before he's suing somebody for mismanagement of funds?
Listen,
you know that's happening.
You'd certainly think so. By the way, they announced, I'll get your calls in a second, they did announce the pricing for Mayweather McGregor. $100 for a high def, $90 for standard def. So there you go. So it's exactly what the Mayweather Pacquiao fight was. $100 pay-per-view.
Additionally, he asserts that he controls all of the retail spaces underneath those buildings, with no partners, and there are over 1,000 apartments. I'm just getting started. Floyd wrote, on the surface, that seems like a baller move, but given everything else that's happening, it raises serious concerns.
Into my lifestyle, showing people how I live. Now, I know you guys see me on a regular talking about real estate. Well, lately, I purchased 62 apartment buildings in New York City. And what I need you guys to do, slide over and check out the photos. It's not all 62 buildings, it's a few buildings, but guess what? All the buildings belong to me. I don't have no partners. And all the retail down low on my buildings all belong to me.
Due to the fact that this power move occurred when federal investigators were allegedly assembling evidence regarding Mayweather's financial trail, which included tracking questionable behavior involving U.S.-based shell corporations and foreign bank accounts in the British Virgin Islands, the United Arab Emirates, and Panama.
And a point like this, because all of us, we're in New York City right now. We're in Manhattan. This is what we do. All this money made. No partners. All by myself. Over 1,000 apartments. I'm just getting started.
Investigators are now trying to determine if the $42 million real estate transaction was merely a showy technique to transfer illicit funds into something that appears legitimate on paper. Keep in mind that it wasn't only the apartments. Floyd claimed that the retail spaces and more than 1,000 residential units below are his. Considering that there were no partners and that the market was one of the most expensive in the world, experts called CAP right away. Where is the paper trail that closed the deal? Why are the specific property addresses private? Why did Floyd's team decline to respond to the post questions? It would require years of planning, a full-scale development firm, and a team of lawyers and bankers to make that happen, according to real estate insiders. But Floyd just posted it on Instagram as though he had purchased a new chain, which made the feds appear even more suspicious because, if the deal was genuine, where is the official paperwork, and if not? Floyd's Upper Manhattan portfolio may be the largest front in boxing history.
Floyd Mayweather, in this article, it states that he's spending $402 million in real estate investment in a 1,000-unit affordable housing portfolio in Upper Manhattan. The portfolio includes over 60 buildings and is one of the city's largest real estate deals of the year.
Wow. Well, thank you, Floyd Mayweather, for investing into New York real estate.
Have you ever wondered why Floyd started traveling to Dubai so frequently? It wasn't simply the shopping or the Lambos, as the temperature rose back in America. Floyd was lounging in hotels decked out in gold, holding sporadic exhibitions, and acting as though nothing was wrong. However, the leaked tape that revealed the true reason he was there revealed that he wasn't just living lavishly. He was also quietly planning his escape. This is because Dubai is renowned for being one of the few major luxury hubs in the world without an extradition treaty with the US, meaning that if the feds came knocking, Dubai wouldn't automatically ship Floyd back.
I sit here with sadness today to report to you that I'm incredibly disappointed in one of my all-time favorite fighters, my brother, Floyd Money Mayweather.
This is the reality. Smoke and mirrors have always been Floyd's money image. He flaunted his wealth as though he were boxing, claiming to have made $300 million in a single night against Conor McGregor. Bezos, Jeff.
I'm disappointed. I really am disappointed. The thing is that Floyd is what they call an independent contractor. And what happens is that when you become an independent contractor, Skip, if you make $230 million, they give you 2 checks or a check for $230 million. It is up to you to take out the deductions and make sure state, federal, and whatever else needs to be deducted is paid to the Internal Revenue Service. Floyd, you made $230, and I get it, Skip. I can just imagine getting a check for $230 million. Like, hold on. What is it that you don't get? And I'm even more disappointed because you're on Instagram and on Twitter flaunting your opulence. You got bales and bales of money. You might have 30, 40 racks up in front of you. You got Bugattis and Enzo Ferraris and private jets and yacht, and you big balling. And you won't cut these people their money? Now, Skip, I believe that he would have taken this fight anyway. It's hard to turn down $200, $300 million, Skip. But it looks to me that a major driving force between him, because I always thought it was Conor that wanted the fight. He wanted the big payday.
Yep.
But deep down, Floyd needed this payday because he got to settle a score. And let me tell you how the IRS works, Skip.
Do you have experience?
I have experience with them, Skip.
Okay.
Experience. What they like to do, if you owe them, they're not going to send you a letter right away. They like that thing to occur.
However, UFC veteran Chael Sonnen outright denied that fib, claiming that Floyd never received his entire percentage because a substantial portion went to debt, taxes, and promotion expenses.
How much money could you reasonably walk out of this fight with?
350 million.
$350 million.
Yes.
Wow. I know you love money, right? I mean,
it's cool. It's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool.
What do you do with all this money?
You know, cash is king.
Do you have an ATM card?
I'm the human ATM.
Logan went public, threatening legal action and branding Floyd a charlatan after Floyd defeated him in an exhibition and has yet to pay him.
You'll see reports. You mentioned $100 million for Floyd. The reports are 130. First off, he's never gotten $100 million for a fight, not even remotely close. But there's reports of 130. Wow. There's reports online that Floyd's a billionaire. There's reports that he was the highest paid athlete in this year and this year, and over Cristiano Ronaldo.
You think it's bullshit?
I know it is. And there's public companies they do business with. HBO would be one of them. Find an executive to back the claim. It's never happened and it won't be.
And how do you know it's bullshit?
He makes very good money because I know the fight business. I've been in the fight business my whole life.
Then there's the Logan Paul fiasco.
Did you fight Floyd or something?
Yeah.
Did he pay you to lose? What happened?
No, he didn't pay me
him at all.
He didn't pay me. I think I won that fight. I think I won. He didn't knock out a YouTuber in 8 rounds.
Floyd's my homie. He's a cool
Well,
dude.
fucking tell him to pay me, bro.
How much you owe you?
Probably between 2 and 3.
Yeah.
Not to mention the numerous lawsuits that jewelers, property developers, former workers, and even members of his own team have brought, all of which claim that Floyd doesn't pay.
That guy was doing shit in the ring I'd never seen before. Yo, one time I was like hunkered over and I was like by his hip and he kind of had me in a headlock. Motherfucker opens his glove and puts his hand over my mouth.
Stop breathing.
So I couldn't breathe. I'd never seen this before. And opposite side of the ref. He knew where the ref was. He knew to cover my mouth. Straight up in the middle of the fight, I'm like, and I get up and I'm like, what the fuck? I just missed 2 breaths. Fact. Smart boxer, you know. That's the guy who's been to the ring before. He's smart. He knows his way in and out. No, I got paid. I got paid. Just not in full. Like, there's a couple million somehow that is just missing. Where did the money go? Floyd said he could afford a Jeff Bezos-sized jet from the money he made from that fight. I ain't got no fucking jet. What the fuck, dude? I'm missing a couple mil. We're gonna find it, bro. I'll see you in court. The art is happening. Just like, mark my words, we're coming for you. We're coming for your millions, and the last thing you.
In actuality, if you go back in time, the fractures have always existed.
Literally slavery. Dedication, no pay. No pay. Hard work, dedication, no pay. I believe. No, it's no different.
How does someone who reportedly earned $1.2 billion in his career submit court documents requesting tax delays? How can a wealthy man who has been around for generations get caught promoting a scam? Cryptocurrency, it was all a house of illusions. So how does someone with so much money that he can't even count it wind up hiding in Dubai with federal warrants pending? Instead of investing, Floyd spent his money on fast vehicles, fast watches, and faster falsehoods.
This situation has ruined my life. It has caused me so much stress that last year I was hospitalized because I was having symptoms of a stroke. And I lost my ability to walk. And it was one of the scariest times of my life, and it's due to the stress of work. I've always believed in this brand because it could change people's lives. This brand has changed so many people's lives, but unfortunately for me, it's changed my life for the worse.
Returning to that video, Floyd states, "I'm out of here." But he's not referring to a trip. Rather, he's discussing a long-term evacuation plan that involves offshore accounts with fictitious names on real estate titles. Insiders now claim that Floyd was attempting to obtain citizenship in 3 different Middle Eastern countries with little connection to the U.S. There are even rumors that Floyd had multiple passports and backup identification documents in case Dubai got too hot. At one point, Floyd was untouchable, with an undefeated record, a lavish lifestyle, and an Instagram flexus. But now that everything is falling apart, he may have avoided punches in the ring, but the feds don't miss, and that tape may be what finally brings Floyd down for good. His legend tarnished his money, his empire was exposed, his money was frozen, his empire was destroyed, and his next fight is likely to take place in federal court rather than a ring.
Mayweather is bankrupt. At least that's what Logan Paul thinks. Logan hopped on the walkway to Fight Club show, and when he was asked about being paid, he was nothing short of honest.
It's unfortunate because, you know, same Floyd Money Mayweather. Surely I was going to get my check fairly quickly, right? And that didn't happen, so I'm sure it'll come eventually, right? I realized, okay, I'm being strung along. This is a classic, hey, buddy, you're the new guy in this industry. We're going to puppeteer you however we want. Hop on for the ride and shut up. Instead of shutting up, I make fun of him on social media and let everyone know that he doesn't have any money. I kind of joke and I'm facetious and I point the finger at Floyd. Well, I don't know if it's his fault. Maybe a little bit, but something tells me Floyd doesn't control where the money goes. Or maybe he does. I don't know, and I don't really care. I just want...
This was about concealing the truth, not just showing off wealth, and now that it's out in the open, Floyd Mayweather may be done.
I look at the computer say, Floyd said, fuck T.I., fuck Nelly, fuck 50. I'm like, what did he say f for? Nelly fucked your first baby mama, Melissa, then took your fiance, say fuck that.
That concludes today's video. Since you already know what to do if you've read this far. Please click the like button if you believe that the feds are finally catching up to Floyd. Do you believe that Floyd's $400 million Manhattan deal was genuine, or was it merely a front for the largest boxing scam ever? Don't forget to subscribe because we're not done yet. I'll see you in the next.